Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome back to Give and Take, where today we have Aston Villa and Newcastle. We are off the back of a very good win against Tottenham, a 3-1 win against Tottenham. We have bled them dry this season of players. And a 5-4 loss to Southampton, which knocks us out of the FA Cup. We did put out a really bad team. Harry Lewis got an own goal. The first goal was a mistake. One of the other ones was a mistake as well by Balbuena. So, gonna be honest, that result could have gone better. Maybe in a different run, I could have possibly won that match. But I did not mind because I didn't play any of my main players and I didn't lose any of my main players either. Today we have Villa, who are 6th. They're actually above us in the league. We are at the moment 9th. We did go up into the European spot with the hope of getting into the Champions League spots. But we have fell out, and that's because we've got a game in hand, which is this game against Villa. If we win it, we'll probably go above Villa and yeah, look like we're really going to push for those Champions League spots, which I do actually believe we can get. But to do that, we have to beat Villa. Let me show you the team that I'm taking to face them. Right, so here is the team that I'll be taking to face Villa. We have so many new players playing today, it is ridiculous. So we've got Meslier in goal, we've got Doherty on the right, Diaz and Koch in defence, Digne on the left. Then we've got an entirely new midfield of Diallo, who is returning to Southampton, Calvin Phillips and Click, with Traore, who really shouldn't play. I would like to point out he can't play in this game, but because I can genuinely play him, I kind of don't have a choice. Due to the rules of the series, even if injured, I have to play them. So here we are. Lamella's on the left and Diogo Jota up front. It does mean that we can bring on people like Son, Saint-Maximin, Moutinho, Højbjerg, Lo Celso, players like that we can still bring off the bench. But I still think this is a good enough side to get the win. But who could I be possibly winning from Aston Villa today? So these are the players that we could be winning today. Martinez, Cash, Konza, Salisu, House, Douglas Luiz, Ward-Prowse, Barkley, Trezeguet, Grealish and Ollie Watkins. I want players from this team. One of them is I want Ward-Prowse back. If you remember back when we lost Ward-Prowse, I was devastated, absolutely devastated. Hopefully we can win Ward-Prowse back today. Maybe a Jack Grealish as well. I would be more than happy with that. Yeah, let's see if we can win these players. Basically, I just want Ward-Prowse back. That's what I care about. I want Ward-Prowse. So yeah, this is the mission, to get Ward-Prowse back. Honestly, I think this might be like the biggest match for us, because we could possibly win back one of, oh my god, Meslier with an absolute worldie of a save. We could possibly win back one of the players that we've wanted back for so long. We have missed Ward-Prowse, massively missed Ward-Prowse. He is, I accidentally pressed the pause button then. He's one of those players that I love on this game. I absolutely love him, and the fact that he's not here, not at the club anymore, was devastating to me. So if we can get him back to finish the series, that would be unreal. As Diallo manages to get the ball back for us, Digne goes back to Meslier. He puts it over the top for an injured Adama Traore, as it's into Watkins, but what a tackle. They are getting into really good positions. They are playing so well, Villa are. The highlight hasn't stopped from the start of the game yet. As they're coming forward again, Trezeguet into Ward-Prowse, who blasts it over the bar. Maybe we'll get a bit of rest now, because they just bombarded us in those first couple of seconds there. 0.5 XG in the first 3 minutes is ridiculous. We just haven't really started many games well recently. Like, we seem to grow into games a lot. And again today we aren't really playing that well, as I'll demand more. Meslier is having a good debut for us, but that's not going to be useful if we can't take advantage of that, as it's into Koch, into Click, into Digne. Lamella's coming forward. Ward-Prowse with an amazing tackle as he stops our attack. And on goes Watkins, who's going forward. Meslier ain't saving that one. And Ollie Watkins, who puts Villa 1-0 up. It's so disappointing because, like, Villa are destroying this. They seem to do this. They've done this every time we played them. I know we played them last time, but they destroyed us last time. We didn't get a foot in. And they're doing the exact same again today. I'm going to go on to balanced, actually. I'm going to hope that, you know, just us trying to relax a little bit might help. You know, maybe the best form of defence is defending rather than attacking. Like, I always believe the best form of defence is attack. But, yeah, they just keep coming at us and we can't stop them for whatever reason. As Grealish puts them 2-0 up, it's game over already. And it's just a matter of how many players are we losing today. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Villa are our bogey team. They really are. They just destroy us every time. There's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, I don't know whether that's just because our defence is a bit weaker. I don't really know, to be honest with you. But we're just not getting a foot in at all, as it's blocked off the line. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if we block it off the line, because they're just going to pull it straight in the back of the net. This is ridiculous. That is 3 goals in 5 minutes for Villa. They've destroyed us. They've absolutely destroyed us. It's game over. Yeah, I don't even know what to say, viewers. I really don't. It's just disappointing, isn't it? Massively, massively disappointing. Adama Traore's coming forward with his injury. He runs into the box. He tries to pull it in, but it's useless. And do you know what? Our best opportunity has come from them nearly scoring an own goal. That is the levels we are on at the moment. Oh boy, this is just not good, is it? It's really not good. I just don't even know what to do. I'm just in shock. I'm baffled, viewers. I'm absolutely baffled. As Lamela scores, Eric Lamela with the goal, Digne with the assist. To be honest, guys, that could be dooming them too. It could mount the comeback, but it also could be dooming the pair of them. As, you know, when you're 3-0 down and your team scores, you kind of get a bittersweet moment as you're thinking, yes, we could possibly come back, but this could also be the death, as Douglas Luiz shoots from a ridiculous range and causes Meslier to make a great save. Ward-Prowse with the corner over the top, Konza, and Meslier makes another great save. Meslier is going to be leaving the club today. That is for certain, as Ward-Prowse puts another one in. Meslier with another great save. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Right, I'm gonna thrash my arms and tell him I'm far from pleased, because that was just shocking. What I will do though is I will take off Adama Traore. I will put on Son. Lamela can go on this right hand side as maybe an inverted winger is possibly the best solution for him, and we'll go as an inside forward for Son. I really don't know what to change other than that, really. It's a difficult one. As Digne puts the ball in, it's taken away. If we can get that loose ball, which we do, that is incredibly useful. As Doherty's coming forward now, he loses the ball, and Click then picked up the ball to then lose the ball as Trezeguet puts it forward. No one's in defence. Ollie Watkins, goal. What is the point? What is the point in having a defence if we can't defend? What is the actual point? I'm baffled, absolutely baffled with this team. They've just fallen apart in this game. And yeah, Watkins scores. They're taking 4 of our players. I'm bewildered, absolutely bewildered. Digne puts one forward, it's into Koch. Koch puts it in the back of the net, but it will be offside, I'm going to guess. I'm just guessing at this point, because when they check it, yeah, there we go, offside, happy days, woo! They do not need more players. They don't need it. They really don't. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I really don't even know what to change here. I'm God knows. Absolutely God knows. It's in the 65th minute. I may as well put Højbjerg onto the pitch for Diallo. The only other thing I could have thought of was replacing Doherty, but I don't really want to do that. The defence have been shocking today. I don't really know what we have else to put on the pitch, to be honest. Maybe Lo Celso for Click. That's the only other option I've got in my mind. I don't really know. I'm kind of just hoping for the best at this point. Those are all my substitutions. I can kind of just watch as we get battered like 6-1 is probably what this is going to end up being. As we try and mount something together. Lo Celso with an awful pass there. And we can't afford bad passes. Digne manages to do well. Son's coming forward. He puts it into Diogo Jota, who puts it away. But guess what? It's offside. What a surprise. It's offside. Son decided to pass it even though he was offside. And just to top it off, Ward-Prowse is about to pull it in the back of the net. There we go. Wow. Thank you, James Ward-Prowse. Thank you. Oh my God. That's 5-1. It's 5. Meslier should have done better there. I'm not going to lie. But it's just shocking. There's no point changing anything at this stage. We may as well just hope for the best as Doherty puts one in. Into Phillips, back into Højbjerg, into Doherty. Doherty goes forward into Eric Lamela, into Doherty, puts it into Son. Why are you offside? It would have been disallowed anyway. It actually would have been disallowed anyway. I'm not, there's no point changing anything. There really isn't. 5-1. There we go. That was shocking. Absolutely shocking. God knows who we're going to be losing in that game. Or who we're going to be winning. I'm actually throwing the water bottle. Because that is probably one of the worst performances I've seen from the team. That was absolutely shocking. Well, if there was ever a reason to not do this series, that game is precisely the point. Because when you have to play all of the players that you have to play, you end up with that. That will probably end our run to try and get into those Champions League spots. We're going to have to pull off an absolute miracle if we're to do that now. We've got to beat Newcastle in the next game now because we're about to lose 5 players. Who are the 5 players that we're going to lose, by the way? I'm really interested. Forgot we put some of our best players in this. Right, so I'm actually going to have to write these down because I'm going to forget. So we got Digne is a guarantee. Then you've got Phillips. So Phillips is a guarantee. Doherty is a guarantee. Meslier is a guarantee. And I think it might be Diallo. Diallo might be leaving us for the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's Diallo. Diallo is the last one that will be leaving us. So we're losing Digne, Phillips, Doherty, Meslier and Diallo. Luckily for us, 4 of the brand new players were our best players. Lamela managed to get a 6.6 even though he scored, which just says a lot really, doesn't it? Diogo Jota with an awful game. Diaz with a bad game. We got lucky. We got incredibly lucky. So let's send each of those to Aston Villa. Let's do it. Digne, gone. Calvin Phillips, it's been a pleasure, but you're gone. Doherty, been a pleasure, but you're gone. Meslier, you made a lot of brilliant saves in that game, so you're gone. And finally, Diallo, who started off the season at Southampton, went to Liverpool, went to Tottenham on loan, went back to Southampton, and now is off to Villa at the very end of the season. He is the man with the biggest journey in one season, I think, in this entire series. Bye-bye, Diallo. But who are we going to be winning from this first team? Their worst player is Martinez. It's Emi Martinez. Of course it's Emi Martinez. Right, in you come, Martinez. Welcome to my club. I'm just not happy. I'm really not happy. So we have to play Emi Martinez against Newcastle. That's next for us. Woo! I'm in such a bad mood for this Newcastle game. Let's get into it. Both Villa games have been awful this season. Oh my god. Alright, so here is the team that we are going to be taking to Newcastle. Just to clarify, I have calmed down since the last match. Emi Martinez will be in goal. Bellerin, Diaz, Adebayo and Bertrand in defence. Højbjerg, Klich and Lo Celso in midfield, with Saint-Maximin, Son Heung-min and Diogo Jota up front. Fingers crossed we get a win. And then Connor might be a little bit less angry than he was before. Yeah, I wasn't in good shape. I will hold my hands up. I was a bit angry. But who could we be winning from Newcastle today? Well, you got Darlow, Manculio, Lascelles, Dummett, Jamal Lewis, Shelvey, Hayden, Hendrick, Fraser, Almiron, and Harry Kane. Let's be honest, the only one here that we would want is Harry Kane. Even though Harry Kane was awful for us last time. But maybe we can get the best out of him this time. I don't really know. I'm not too bothered. I'm more bothered about winning. I'm more worried about winning than I am about which players I'm going to be getting. So, with that said, let's just get a win. Let's just win this match, beat Newcastle, who are like 18th in the league. We then get back on track as... Ruben Diaz is injured. Ruben Diaz is injured. Ruben Diaz is injured. Ruben Diaz is injured. Let's hope that's not too serious. Oh, I cannot take this. I really can't take this. Oh, dearie me. Right. So we've used our first substitution already, so if we do need another one, then we're screwed. So let's hope we don't. But nothing's happened in the first half. Oh, here we go. Saint-Maximin over the top. Alderweireld over the bar. Over the bar by Alderweireld. And we're going into half-time. 0-0. Nothing's happened. Literally nothing has happened. Hands in pockets, I'm going to tell them I'm not happy. And then hopefully that wakes them up and we can win and we can move on. That would be lovely. Please. Nothing is happening. Literally nothing is happening. Harry Kane is too slow, so Højbjerg will be fine there. Martinez has got the ball. Let's start a rebuild. Here we go. Saint-Maximin has got it. He cuts inside. He's running like an absolute maniac. He's still running like a maniac. He cuts in, and he earns us a penalty. John Joe Shelby with the tackle. Saint-Maximin goes into the box. He goes on a massive run. This is why I love Saint-Maximin. I could have played Lamela, but I chose to pick Saint-Maximin because he does stuff that no other player does, and that should earn us a penalty. Who's going to be taking the penalty? Apparently it's going to be Klich. Can Klich get his first goal for the club? He puts it in the back of the net, and Southampton 1, Newcastle 0, and Southampton are back on track with Klich's penalty and his first ever goal in a Southampton shirt. Lovely stuff. That is much better than what we've had to deal with in the last match. Right? I mean, I know it was a penalty, and let's be honest, you should probably score most of your penalties, but it's better than having to put up with us missing chance after chance and then passing it to them for them to score all the goals. As you can tell, I'm less angry, still passive aggressive though. That's the difference. Bertrand is on a yellow. Højbjerg's on a yellow. I don't really know what to change here. What I might do actually is put Norwood on the pitch for Højbjerg, and I don't really know what else to change, to be honest. I don't want to change too much. I would consider putting Eric Lamela onto the pitch, but I don't really know who for. I don't really want to change too much. We've only got one substitution left because obviously Ruben Diaz got injured earlier on. I just didn't want Højbjerg to get sent off. As we're in the 85th minute now, I may as well let it run down the clock, and hopefully that will be a nice 1-0 victory for Southampton. Correct, please? Willock's coming forward, Norwood with a good tackle, but it goes as far as Newcastle. Bertrand with a great tackle, and we're moving forward. Click puts it into St Maximin. St Maximin is running forward with full force, but Carl Darlow gets the save. And there's another highlight to Southampton at the moment. It's put away by Newcastle, and they get to go on possibly their final counter-attack as Willock puts it forward into Almiron, but it goes out of play. That's a weird highlight to show me, but it goes out of play. We get the throw in, and hopefully we can keep this ball as it goes into Norwood. Norwood's running forwards now. Can he get it into Jota? He tries to, but it doesn't quite pay off, and they clear it as they're now trying to mount a counter attack. We've got a few seconds left, and the whistle is blown. It is Southampton 1, Newcastle 0. It was not pretty. We had a 2.2 XG. And they had a 0.26. We were the better team. We probably should have taken more of our chances. But what matters is the fact that we won, not necessarily the scoreline. I can deal with us winning, but not pretty. I don't mind it. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Unfortunately, Ruben Diaz is out for 3 weeks, though. That is not ideal whatsoever. So we are without Ruben Diaz for the foreseeable future. But we will have to find out, who are we taking from Newcastle? That is the big question. Who are we taking? It will be their best player because we won the match. And it is Hayden. Hayden is their best player. Another midfielder. We really do not need any more midfielders, but he does come into the club. Welcome to the club, Isaac Hayden. He will end up having to play the next match, which is against Burnley, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully we can pick up 2 wins in the next episode, 1 against Burnley and 1 against Sheffield United, before this very tough run-in where we have 4 of the top 6 teams in the Premier League. So we have Burnley and Sheffield United in the next episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that like button to show me that you're still enjoying the series, even though it's coming to the very end of it. Comment anything down below. If you're new here, please do subscribe so you do not miss a thing. And I shall see all of you in the next video. See ya! I shouldn't have got that angry. I really shouldn't have got that angry in the first game.